college is the first step into adulthood for many teenagers after graduating high school. Today, college is seen more as a requirement more than an opportunity. This might seem absurd for many of you, but this statement does hold truth. Today, I'll be talking about a subject that I spent several days on in the past, and today I have the opportunity in the next 8 minutes to change your outlook on college. Now today, all of us have either made the decision following pursuing a college degree or will be pursuing a college degree in the future. Now in this presentation, I'll be discussing why society should not contribute to the college educational expenses for 3 reasons. One, it takes away the competitive edge that is needed to have success in college. It puts a strain on the state at an economic level. And 3, there are other career opportunities that do not require a higher education when it comes to college, but are still just as successful. We'll be discussing with the first point, which is free college tuition does take away the competitive edge in college. And to further add to my first point is that with free college as an option, schools will attract more students that are less prepared for college. In an article by Kovac in 2016 titled "More People Enroll in College Even with the Rising Price Tag," Kovac tells us that 90% of the millennials that graduate high school will attend college in the next 8 years of their life. In another article by Linderman in 2017 labeled "College Enrollment Projected to Grow 15% by 2025," in this article, Linderman tells us that college enrollment has increased in 32% from 2000 to 2014. And to further push my first point, with free college tuition, students are getting degrees in major fields with no real market value. In an article by Seda in 2012 labeled "5 Reasons Your New Bachelor's Degree is Worthless," she tells us that the bachelor degree is becoming worthless because 60% of the jobs in the United States require a degree higher than a bachelor's degree. In the same article, she also tells us that with those that do have a bachelor's degree, there's an unemployment rate of 8.9%. And to even further push my first degree, here's a graph that starts in 1987 and works its way down to 2010. This graph shows the average amount of full-time student enrollment at 4-year public universities at the United States, and shows the incline from 87 to 2010. Now, colleges free tuition has affected the administration of college, but it has also affected the economy. And to begin my second point, it is that free tuition has put a strain on the state. And to further push my second point is that if a college education is valuable, it should not just be given away. In an article by Procon in 2019 labeled "Free College, Top 3 Pros and Cons," this article tells us that tuition makes up 39.5% of overall fees and cost of universities. Almost 40% of your overall fees go towards tuition. Another article by Powell in 2018 labeled "What You Need to Know About College Tuition Costs," he states that overall the amount of fees and costs in college has risen within the last 30 years. And to continue to go towards my point is that nothing in life is free. Taxpayers will end up have to pay for the costs. In the same article by Procon, it states that Bernie Sanders' free college tuition program will make the state pay for 33% of the overall cost of tuition. In an article by Labosco in 2016 labeled 6 Things to Know About Tuition-Free College, he tells us that the government will also have to pay $47 billion a year just to cover their end of the cost. And here's also a graph to help further continue my second point. And this begins in 1978 and works its way up to 2015. And right here is, as we look at the green line as it escalates into 2015, it works on the tuition and fees of college and shows us that from 1978 the percent of increase has been 1,225% increased from 78 to 2015, which is dramatic. And so there are the negative signs of tuition and free tuition, but there are different opportunities and alternatives in here. Now, there are different career opportunities that do not require a higher college degree, but do offer the same success level. To begin, there are labor shortages in many technology and trade fields, making vo-tech a profitable option. An article by Ross and Marcus in 2018 labeled "High-paying trade jobs sit empty while high school grade line up for university." This article states that those who have an education in trade schools are more likely to be hired and employed compared to those with a college education. And in the same article, it states that those with a education from a trade school, that there are over 30 million jobs in the United States that offer that don't require a college education. And if trade school is not up to your par, you can either become an apprentice, start your own business, or pursue your basics at a community college. In an article by Levin in 2019 labeled "Benefits for Attending Community College for 2 years to Save Money," in this article it states that achieving your basics at a community college are significantly cheaper compared to those at a university, and a community college is a lot more flexible compared to a university. In conclusion, free isn't necessarily as free as it seems, and I wanted to further put my opinion that society should not contribute to college education expenses because of 3 reasons. That is being that 1, it takes away the competitive edge that college has to offer. 2, it puts a strain on the state, and 3, and finally, that there are better options in the end. And I hope that what I had to say has affected you, and thank you.